Hello, my name is Tony, FMDNA, back for another tactic testing video. The tactic we are testing out is just called Final. They reckon that this is the only tactic you will need to the final of FM22 till FM23 comes out. Well, we will be the judge of that. Before we get into it though, if you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, I would truly really appreciate it. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers and I've got something special if we do hit 1,000 subscribers. A mystery football shirt, brand new football shirt, a team that you can manage on FM with all the tags and stuff. So yeah, just a one-off mystery shirt, box, whatever you want to call it, just to say thank you for hitting 1,000 subscribers. We have to get there first, obviously. Right, so the tactic we're testing out is Final. This will be in the description below if you want to download it, but if you can't download it, copy what I'm going to show you now. So what do we have? In goal, we have a sweeper, keeper on support. We have a complete wing back support on the left. A ball playing defender defend. There is add-on instructions, and as by now you must know I don't say them, so pause it when need be, because some of these tactics there is a lot of add-on instructions. Another ball playing defender defends. Complete wing back on support on the right hand side. Deep line playmaker support on the left. Deep line playmaker support on the right. On the left hand side we have an inside forward attack. We have attacking midfielder on attack. On the right hand side we have an inside forward on attack. Up front we have advanced forward attack. There's a custom tactical style. Mentality is positive. In possession, what do we have? Attack and width fairly wide. Approach play, pass into space. Play out of defence. Passing directness slightly more direct. Tempo extremely high. Time wasting never. Low crosses. Run at defence and be more expressive. In transition, what do we have? Counter press. Counter. Dispute quickly. Dispute. What's this? I don't think I've ever had this one. Dispute over opposition defence. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Take long throws. And then what else do we have? We have use offside trap. Much online engagement. Hard defensive line. Defensive whip standard. Use tight marking. Trigger press much more often. Prevent short goal kick distribution. And get stuck in. Wow, that is it. If you don't know what we do here, we test out this tactic with 3 teams. Man City season preview to finish first. West Ham season preview to finish 10th. And then Norwich season preview to finish 20th. We go on holiday, we leave the assistant manager in charge. He has to play this tactic. And then we come back and check it out. And then we put it in our fun tactic testing league table at the end when we add up all the points. Can it make the top 20? It's pretty tough now. We're coming to the end. I say we're coming to the end of FM22. There's so many great tactics out there. To get into the top 20 is hard. But let's see if it can do it. It's coming up next. So it's the end of the season and Man City in their Carabao Cup got knocked out in the semi-final. They beat West Ham along the way. They beat Arsenal. They beat Redham in the quarter-final, but they lost 3-2 against Man United. Then 4-1 against Man United in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Let's check out the FA Cup. The FA Cup's a lot better. We are champions. They won 2-1 against Tottenham in the final. Poor old Tottenham. They beat Everton, Bolton, Wolves and Man United in the quarter-final on the way and Leeds. And like I said, poor old Tottenham. They beat 2-1 in the final. Grealish and Sterling on the score sheet. Now let's check out the Champions League. So in the Champions League, they finished second in their group with 10 points. They did have PSG, Benfica and Club Brugge. So it's a tough little group. And the 2 games they lost was against PSG. Yeah, both games against PSG, 5-0 and 2-0. But how well did they do overall? They won it. Beating Liverpool in the final 2-0. And along the way, who did they play in the first round knockout? Juve 1-0, 2-1, knocking out Sporting. Benfica in the semi-final, 1-0 there, then a 1-0 win. And then Tottenham. Keep thinking about Tottenham. Then, like I said, Liverpool in the final, they beat them 2-0. Nice and comfortable. Did they also win the league? Yep, they did win the league. 92 points. Goal difference is 62. They only lost 2 games all season. They drew 8. They won 28 out of 38, which is good going. Goals-wise, where were the goals coming from? Kevin De Bruyne with 20 goals. Jesus there with 15. And Bernardo Silva with 12. What else do we have? Average rating-wise, we have Kevin De Bruyne in third place with a 7.53. Bernardo Silva with a 7.44. Clean sheets. Edison keeping 13 clean sheets is pretty good. Yellow cards. Not too bad, but you've always got to keep an eye out for these tactics. Yellow cards come thick and fast. Right, what do we have then? Most points per game, a 2.42 is a very good points tally. Most goals, 98 goals. Most shots for, 788. Fewer shots against, we're in second place with 338. Best pass completion, no. Most possession, no. Most tackles won, third place with 689. Most dribbles, top with 526. And most clean sheets, we're in fourth place with 13. And fewest conceded, third place with 36, which is pretty good. Defensively, very, very strong. If I look at the competition screen, I don't think I mentioned the Community Shield. They did win the Community Shield. They lost against, like I say, against Man United in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. But they won everything else. A very, very good tactic. Now let's check out West Ham. So at the start of the season, this is West Ham's best 11 without restrictions. And let's see how they get on. So they got to the final and sadly lost 2-1 against Liverpool. Even though James Milner got sent off, that still wasn't enough for West Ham to beat them. They beat Burnley, Villa, Man United, Sheffield United along the way. Can they go one better in the FA Cup? In a word, no, they can't do any better in the FA Cup. They got knocked out in the semi-final against Man City. They lost 5-1. They did beat Woking, Newcastle, Brighton and Bournemouth along the way. But then you get to the semi-final, you play Man City and you get torn a new one, 5-1. Let's see how well they've done in Europe. So in their group, they did top it. They had some real tough teams in there. And you can tell it was tough because all the teams, there's only 5 points difference in it. But they did finish top with 11 points. They did only lose one game against Dynamo Zagreb. But how well did they do in the competition? After that, they got knocked out straight away. Against Leipzig, lost 1-0, drew 0-0 at home. Was there any red cards? I'm expecting to see red cards. No, it's just unlucky. Not today, but how well did they do in the Premier League? Well, pretty good. Champions League football, fourth place. You're going to take it. 66 points. A long way away from Man United in third. But finishing above Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, the so-called big clubs. Yeah, so actually, they've done all right. 66 points, 23 goal difference. They lost 10 games. They drew 9. They won 19 out of 38. Goals-wise, who's scoring the goals? Fornals with 14 goals. That's your lot. Average rating wise, who's the best performer at the club this season? Kurt Zuma with a 7.34. That's it. Clean sheets. Do we have a few clean sheets? 10 clean sheets. 9th place, not too bad. Yellow cards. Prowsey there with 15. But Declan Rice, Zuma 13. 2 guys. Actually, I don't think it's too bad with yellow cards. You're going to be all right. So, we're in joint 4th place. Alphabetical order. We have a 1.74. Most goals. Joint third, 80 goals. Most shots for. We're in third place with 630. Fewest shots against. 6th place, 434. Best pass completion. Most possession. Most tackles won. We are top with 778. And we're top again with most dribbles made. 494. Most clean sheets. We're in joint 6th place with 12. Fewest conceded. We're not on there. But it's been not a bad season. Cup-wise is close. Very close. Champions League football, though. That's the main thing. Next season, Champions League football. Disappointment in Europe. Yes, that's how well it's done well with West Ham. Just had to think for a second. Now let's check out with Norwich. So at the start of the season, this is Norwich's best 11 without restrictions. Now to the results. So they got to the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup, losing 4-0 against Man United. They beat Scunthorpe, Sheffield Wednesday, scraped through against Brentford, and then come across against Man United and lost 4-0. Any better in the FA Cup? No. They got knocked out in the 4th round. They beat Rochdale 4-0 and then struggled against Crystal Palace. Took a replay and lost 3-4. Let's check out the league. So in the league, they finished 10th. That's 10 places above their season preview. 52 points, plus 2 goal difference. They lost 18. They drew 4. They won 16. But yeah, 10th place, 52 points. It's not too bad. I think it's okay. Don't forget, season preview, finished bottom of the table. Newcastle, 18th. Yeah, so they've done all right. Goals-wise, as Pookie scored the goals. Adai, 13. Rashika with 12. And Pookie down there with 11. So 3 of them contributing well. So it's not bad at all. Average rating-wise, Billy Gilmore, 7.24. Usual suspects. Yellow cards. They've always, I don't know what it is for Norwich, but they always have all the most yellow cards. Clean sheets, we are here in 16th place with only 6 clean sheets all season. But yellow cards, the top 3. Yeah. And Max Aarons is on there as well. Okay, we'll move on. Most points per game, we're not on there, obviously. Most goals, 5th place with 70. Most shots for, 5th place, 559. Fewest shots against. Best pass completion, most possession. Most tackles won, we are top with 706 with Southampton. Most dribbles for, made, even, 448. Most clean sheets were not on there, and fewest conceded were not on there. Competition-wise, looks like this. Obviously, got knocked out early in the FA Cup, got to the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. The league-wise is the main thing. Finishing 10th, that's not bad. I'd love to have seen them just sneak into the Europe. You know, 7th place, 60 points. That would have been fantastic. Right, let me add up all these points and put it into the fun tactic destiny table. So sadly, the final tactic doesn't make it into the top 20. It finished on 210 points, 8 points away from the 20th spot, 4-2-3-1, narrow wide. It won 63, it drew 21, it lost 30, a goal difference of 87, and like I said, 210 points. A very good tactic. Definitely won the tryout. Give it a go on your save. If you like a little bit of Let's Play, I do have a Twilight Zone Liverpool, the rebuild going on at the moment. I'd love to have you over there on that series. Like I said, if I've hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a mystery box, football shirt. We've got to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Fingers crossed, hopefully sooner rather than later. So stay tuned for that. But that is it for me. Another tactic testing video done. If you've got a tactic you want me to test out, get in contact. But like I said, that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next video.